What is up, people? This is the first video of a little short series of HTML. HTML being the definition of hypertext markup language, which basically is how the web runs. You need HTML as a basic for web programming, web development. So to do this, before we start, you're gonna need to download a program. You don't need this. You can use Notepad if you want, but this is better. Notepad++. It's a new type. It's a new. As you can see there, that is what we will be creating, and we'll go over that. If I backspace that. First of all, these things that end in are called tags. In every HTML document, you'll start with HTML and you will end with HTML. To close the tag, you use a backspace, as you can see here. So once you've done that, create that. So remember, you always start with HTML being hypertext markup language, end with HTML with a slash in. After this, we will create a tag called head, and we will end that with head with a slash. To close the tag, you always need a slash. Make sure you remember that. Between this head, we're going to create a title. Remember, close it. In that title, we're going to say Motor Geek Fools channel. And that's basically it for the head. We don't need anything else. And that will appear in the top tabs on your default browser. Now we're going to create a new tag called body, which is the body of a web page. Remember, close it with a dash. So now, between this, we're going to do h1, which is heading 1, which is the biggest. And in between that, no, we're going to end that with h1. This will increase the size of the text. So in between this, we could write welcome to or whatever you wish. But I'm going to want this to be in the center of my web page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the first h1 tag, I'm going to write a line equals 2 quotation marks. In between that, I'm going to put center. I'm not going to close this because I want the entire rest of my body to be centered. If I was to close it down here, only the title would be that. But now, what we are going to do is we're going to put another line. So we're going to do another tag. I'm going to do /br, which is a line break, a single line break, which will pretty much put a paragraph, but not really a paragraph, but a line break. In between that and the h1, we're going to write a line break example. No. So yeah, that's all. Now this is just a default basic HTML. And that is it. That is an entire one. So let's go over it. We've got the head tags, the HTML that you always need in a HTML document. We got the head, close it with a head. In between that we have a title. The h1 align center, and we close the h1 the size. We align the center of the rest of the document. we put a welcome title, we'd line break it and put another text. We close the body, we close the HTML. Now, when we save it, we save as, save it wherever you like. In this case, I'm saving it as a document called HTML, whatever you like. I'm going to put 4. Call it index. Make sure you save it. Out of all these options, save it as HTML. So just scroll around till you find hypertext markup language. Index, make sure it's .html. Save. Now, when you go to that file, which you locate, in this case mine is in my documents, I'm looking for HTML4, found it. Don't just click it or it'll open with no play. So you left click it, open with your default browser. In this case I use Google Chrome. So if I do that, there you are. That is the basic example of it. Now if I was to go back to the document and write alright, page 3. Remember, you don't need to align it center again because you didn't close that. Maybe you do. Yes, you do. File, save it. Go back. You can just go back to your web page, refresh it. Maybe not. Yeah. So I'm gonna follow this up in the next document because I've screwed myself. Nope, there you are. Yes, you do need to recenter it again because remember you did close it there, but not when you line break it. So if you write align equals to quotations center, there you are. File, save, Control S, go back to your text, boom, right there. I know this is a little horrible, but I'm just gonna do it for fun, and I think you can learn from it. And the next one, we're gonna put some color in, maybe an image src. We're gonna talk about attributes, and that is all. And then in the third video we'll see. So we'll see what we'll get done in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good day. Peace.